on our product, PackOn, an initiative to improve and redefine the world of hawking. That is, to make hawking right. Hawking is basically selling or attempt to sell a product or something, especially in a very intrusive manner. As you can see all along our roads, when you're in a vehicle, people chasing you with their products, urging you to sell. That is basically what hawking is. Now, in most parts of Africa, we have hawking being seen as a nuisance, being seen as a problem. But a Nigerian blogger and accountant, Okeomielu, says that street hawking ought to be viewed as an opportunity and not an eyesore. He further emphasized that big cities keen to drive hawkers from their streets would do better to look at how to channel them rather than ban them. And this is what we at PackOn are trying to do. Busy city dwellers find it convenient to buy items from their vehicles during their commute. That is, a person A meets a person B, and we have a market form. So as you can see, here are pictures of various people from various walks of life in the activity of hawking, that's buying and selling on the streets. So we have children in Koforidua with their products mounted on their heads, and a few other hawkers on the streets of Accra. And so petty trading on the streets of Africa is an integral part of the informal sector engaged by persons of low-level education. And as you can clearly see in the picture, Ghana street hawkers, nothing can stop them. And we don't intend to stop them, we intend to improve upon their services, we intend to improve upon how they go about their business. So street traders deal in a wide range of products. That is a lucrative source of employment for low-income and poor urban dwellers. Despite the common wisdom that women of Africa find it easy to carry items on their heads, new research suggests that doing so is actually a pain in the neck and no more efficient than any other methods. Apparently, the women do so mostly out of necessity, and when they might need their arms to help travel over difficult terrain. That is to say that although it appears as though African women are naturally equipped with the ability to carry loads on their heads, that is not the case. They suffer long-term issues that result from these prolonged periods of carrying items on their heads. And such issues include the back and neck pains, which are mostly chronic. We have the cervical spine degeneration and evidence of osteoarthritis. So as can be seen here, we have the areas where the osteoarthritis attacks, and then we know that most of these hawkers, we have hawkers ranging from various ages, from various gender. So we have hawkers who are more liable to these health risks, mainly the older women and then the older men. However, youth who engage in this hawking for a prolonged period of time are also liable to these health issues that are faced with hawking. Aside the health issues, we have other risk factors, including liability to accidents and all that. And we know that carrying things on your head whilst running after vehicles is a very risky thing to do. So our intention is to break that gap between the risks that these hawkers have to face and they getting money to feed their families. So for the purpose of our products, the issue that we are tackling is, as discussed earlier, that our product seeks to rectify and reduce the health risks associated with the act of hawking. The idea is to make hawking safe. That is to reduce any form of risk factor, including the what will have the effect it will have on the person's body, the effect it will have even on those who are selling and those who are buying. So we intend to make hawking safe for all stakeholders, taking into consideration how to provide an effective and efficient alternative to how hawkers currently display their products for sale and how they sell also. That is to redefine the eyesore perception of hawking and to project it as the economical opportunity it is. As you can see here, we have some targets and then the stakeholders, being the hawkers themselves, and we are considering limited liability company retailers such as Fanzok, MTN, any company that deals with retailing their goods to hawkers and smaller kiosks for them to sell and all that. And then the metropolitan assemblies, of course, because they are the government and they oversee all operations on grounds. And so to our product design, we had an initial design where we have a backpack-like design that is worn in front, and then the product will be in. So we had a transparent material in front, so that even as the materials are in, they can be seen by the buyers. Now, this idea was to reduce the effect of holding the items on your head and running and traveling over long distances. The idea was to have a bag strapped with the pusher correctors, which is a technology or a design that is developed to help people with chronic back pains and chronic posture issues to correct their postures and to have a healthier posture and a healthier physique. So the product design, this is the final product design that we are opting for. As it is easier to make, it is easier to produce. Where we just get the product as the traditional moving basket, and we line it with lining to make it water resistant. And we have the straps that can be seen, and then the pusher correctors, which will be neatly fused into the strap to help with the pusher correcting of the users of our product, as well as the hook and lock to hold the strap and the pusher corrector to the basket. So our product team will take over.
So that's the production. So our production, that's the manufacturing actually. We'll take three levels, and every member of our team has agreed to help in the manufacturing process, which is the assembling, quality control, and packaging. So basically, the assembling is just putting together the basket, the straps, and then the hooks, which is the assembling. And then the quality control looks at how we are going to make sure every bit of the assembling is quality. We don't want hawkers to go and be using it and then it will be coming off and all of that. So what we are trying to do is to make sure everything is quality when it's going to the market. So the packaging too will take a very simple eco paper-like packaging that is actually environmental friendly, packed and then given to the the hawkers. So with our marketing strategy, that's when the products are ready, one of the main strategies that we will use is word of mouth recommendations, which is basically the few hawkers that we are going to be starting with. We are expecting them to actually communicate with their friends as the hawkers to come up to bring them into the business, and then we can increase our market from there. And then also with social media, we are not trying to limit. These days we don't limit anybody. Nobody is limited to social media presence. Everyone is on there. So we are actually going to also use social media to advertise hawkers, street hawkers. We are also looking at people who do door-to-door campus sales, and then people who also do like promotions in malls, and then to offer free samples and all of that. They can also use our products. So we are not only limiting it to street hawkers. We are doing it widely. We are spreading it across everyone who will be able to use our products. Our projections. The items we will need for cane baskets, and then the straps for the posture control, and then the nylon cloth for the waterproofing, and then hook and lock for attaching our straps to the basket. We do it this way. So to start our business, we need a startup capital of 928 Ghana cedis, which we have agreed as a team to come up with 60% of this 928, and then we are asking our investors for 40% of the startup capital, 371.20 pesos, Ghana cedis. And then we as a team are coming up with 556.80 Ghana cedis as a team. So we have projected that by the end of the year, we want to sell at least 100 units of PackOns. So the 100 at the end of the year will give us a revenue of 606,960 Ghana cedis with a profit of 2,320 Ghana cedis, which means that from the first 20 sales we are going to be making, we are going to actually pay off our startup capital. So out of that, we can even buy out our investors and then take on 100% ownership of our business. Introducing our team members. For our marketing executive, we have Ola, Princess, Odoku, and Gerald Daute as our marketing executives. For our operation executive, myself and Ibako, and then for the products and services, that's the products design and services, we have Jojo Osam Mensa. For our management and organization, we have Derek Ni Abu Ukai Abose and Abdul Nasiru Mortama Dinko. And for our financials, we have Lekem Ado, Kofi Ado, Joanna Aqua, James Wallwood, and then Ange Etienne. So, and then we have our cameraman, who is also part of the management and organization. His name is Derek Ni Okai. So thank you, cameraman, and then thank you everyone for participating.